Captain Jake Morrison stood upon the bridge of the USS Defiant, his gray-templed reflection faintly visible against the cold, endless void outside. Below them, Europa, one of Jupiter's many moons, hung like a ghostly marble, untouched and silent. The ship's systems hummed softly around him, punctuated by the occasional beep of the comms console. At 43, Morrison had fought in 3 brutal wars against alien raiders and now commanded a ship no one wanted, a position that was supposed to be quiet retirement. The Defiant was an old war prototype. Its sharp angles, thick armor plating, and battle-worn scars marked it apart from the sleek vessels Earth now built. It looked more like a relic of ancient war than a spaceship. Chief Engineer Lisa Parker, 38, with stubborn streaks of oil staining her uniform, entered the bridge carrying a diagnostic tablet. She had practically built this ship herself before the program was abandoned. "Morning, Captain," she said, dropping the tablet onto his chair. "Fusion cores at 96%. All weapons green. Same as yesterday. Any word from Earth Command?" Morrison asked. "Same message. Stay put. Don't get in the way." Navigation Officer Kyle Roberts, the youngest officer at 25, looked up. "Captain, I'm picking up strange energy signatures on long-range sensors. Big ones." Morrison strode over. The display lit up with dozens of contacts. Huge ships, far beyond Pluto, moving toward Earth. "How many?" "At least 300, Kyle replied. "Energy outputs off the charts." Lisa joined them, alarm growing on her face. "We've never seen anything like this." Morrison's stomach turned cold. "Send a priority message to Earth Command." Kyle tried, but interference from Jupiter's radiation belt garbled everything. Before they could act, Admiral Patterson's voice broke through, ordering all Earth warships to Mars orbit. The Defiant wasn't mentioned. 6 hours later, Earth's proud fleet moved to intercept the unknown fleet, destroyers, cruisers, even the carrier USS Enterprise. The Defiant watched from afar. Then silence. The Calvern Empire's fleet arrived. Tall, gray-skinned beings with 4 arms. The Calverns had conquered 47 star systems in 1,000 years. Their war prince, Thaxon, led this invasion from his flagship Crimson Spear. Thaxon viewed the humans as primitive, their technology centuries behind. When his ships engaged Earth's fleet at Mars, it lasted just 18 minutes. Total human loss. On the Defiant, Kyle decoded intercepted alien comms. Lisa realized their advantage. While Earth's modern ships relied on interconnected systems and energy weapons, the Defiant was a Frankenstein of human fusion tech and salvaged alien parts. It was crude, compartmentalized, and unpredictable. More importantly, the Defiant still fired kinetic railguns, simple slugs of metal that alien shields, optimized for energy weapons, couldn't stop. Morrison called a meeting. "We might be humanity's last hope," he said. Every crew member, from Lisa to Sam the cook, agreed to fight. They moved the ship to the asteroid belt's edge, shutting down all but essential systems to appear as debris. The alien fleet passed by, heading for Mars. As the Calverns began bombarding Mars, Morrison ordered Pete Walsh, the burly gunner, to fire a uranium slug shot from their railgun, piercing the engine section of a Calvern destroyer. One ship gone. The aliens never saw it coming. As panic spread, more slugs flew. In minutes, multiple ships were disabled. Alien sensors, tuned to high-energy signatures, couldn't detect the old Defiant. The crew darted between ships, targeting weak points. Thaxon's fleet began collapsing. Lisa proposed a final gamble, overloading the hybrid core to briefly boost power and unleash a volley. The gamble paid off. 30 seconds of furious strikes destroyed vital communication ships, crippling the fleet's coordination. In desperation, Thaxon ordered his ships to cluster around Crimson Spear, sealing their fate. Pete took aim, disabling more ships as the Defiant slipped deeper into the chaos. As power dwindled, Lisa discovered something extraordinary. The alien components in their hybrid core could emit an EMP pulse, disabling every Calvern ship within 50,000 kilometers. "It'll fry our systems too," she warned. Morrison gave the order. Lisa set the pulse. The Defiant's core exploded in a burst of exotic energy, washing over the alien fleet. Calvern ships went dark one by one. Engines failed. Life support died. The mighty invasion fleet became floating wreckage. The Defiant, though badly damaged, survived thanks to its primitive redundancy. Lisa managed to restart communications long enough for Kyle to signal Earth. Enemy fleet neutralized. Threat eliminated. The twist. But unknown to the Defiant's crew, one small Calvern scout ship, lurking on the solar system's fringe, recorded everything. It wasn't a soldier's ship. It was manned by Calvern scientists, tasked with gathering data. And what they saw terrified them. Rather than report Earth's defeat, they transmitted a panicked message to the Imperial Council. The humans have harnessed an unstable hybrid technology capable of decimating entire fleets. Their primitive appearance is a deception. They possess weapons that cannot be predicted or countered. The Calvern High Council, fearing extinction, declared an immediate ceasefire. No Calvern vessel would enter the human star system again. 6 months later, humanity rebuilt its fleet, modeled after the Defiant: thick armor, redundant systems, kinetic weapons. Lisa was made chief of starship design. Kyle captained his own vessel. Pete became a legend. Morrison, now an admiral, visited the Defiant, now a preserved monument. Galactic rumors spoke of Earth as a mysterious, unpredictable power. Civilizations that once saw humans as prey now sought alliances. And deep within the Calvern archives, a secret file marked with the highest classification remained. Beware the ship they called obsolete. The defeat at Mars wasn't the end of the war. It was the end of Calvern supremacy. And it began with a prototype no one wanted. The Battle of Mars would forever be known as the day primitive humans brought down an empire.